there weren't any trips. Do you mind? You see, my father had a friend in a travel bureau. My father worked across the street. He was...
Come home, baby. Not what you come on home.
Welcome to Hollywood Secrets. In this episode, we will uncover some of the hidden gems from the 1940s. While many films from this era have achieved iconic status, some exceptional works have flown under the radar. These underrated movies showcase the incredible talent and storytelling prowess of their time. Let's explore the top 10 most underrated movies of the 1940s, each deserving of more recognition. Night Train to Munich, 1940. Directed by Carol Reed, this British thriller stars Margaret Lockwood, Rex Harrison, and Paul Henreid. Set during World War II, the film combines espionage and adventure. The story follows Anna Bomash, Lockwood, the daughter of a Czech scientist, and her escape from a Nazi concentration camp. She is aided by British agent Gus Bennett, Harrison, who must protect her and her father from the Nazis while traveling on a train to Munich. The film is filled with suspense, wit, and unexpected twists. Though not as well known as Reed's later work The Third Man, Night Train to Munich showcases his skill in creating tension and atmosphere. The film's mix of humor and suspense, along with strong performances, make it a standout in wartime cinema. The film was praised for its clever use of real-life news footage to enhance its authenticity. The Shop Around the Corner, 1940. Directed by Ernst Lubitsch, this romantic comedy stars James Stewart and Margaret Sullivan. It is based on the Hungarian play Parfumery by Miklos Laszlo. Set in Budapest, the film follows Alfred Kralik, Stewart, and Clara Novak, Sullivan, two employees at a leather goods store who constantly bicker at work. Unbeknownst to them, they are anonymous pen pals who have fallen in love through their letters. When they discover each other's identity, they must reconcile their feelings and misunderstandings. While The Shop Around the Corner has influenced many later films, including You've Got Mail, it remains somewhat underappreciated. Lubitsch's deft direction and the charming chemistry between Stewart and Sullivan make this a delightful romantic comedy. The film inspired several adaptations, including a Broadway musical and the aforementioned modern remake. Ministry of Fear, 1944. Directed by Fritz Lang, this film noir stars Ray Milland as Stephen Neal, a man just released from a mental asylum who becomes entangled in a Nazi spy ring. Neal, after winning a cake at a village fair, finds himself pursued by spies and criminals. As he tries to uncover the truth behind the cake and its significance, he navigates a series of dangerous encounters. His quest for answers leads him to uncover a conspiracy that puts his life at risk. Ministry of Fear is a gripping thriller that showcases Lang's mastery of suspense and visual storytelling. Despite its merits, the film has not received the same level of acclaim as Lang's other works, such as Metropolis and M. The film is based on Graham Greene's novel of the same name, known for its blend of psychological tension and espionage. The Uninvited, 1944. Directed by Lewis Allen, this supernatural horror film stars Ray Milland, Ruth Hussey, and Gail Russell. It is based on the novel Uneasy Freehold by Dorothy McArdle. Siblings Roderick and Pamela Fitzgerald purchase a seaside house in England, only to discover it is haunted. They encounter strange occurrences and uncover the tragic history of the previous occupants. As they delve deeper, they must confront the ghostly presence that haunts the house. The Uninvited stands out for its atmospheric storytelling and genuinely eerie moments. It is one of the first films to treat ghosts seriously rather than as comedic or trivial entities. Despite its influence on the horror genre, it remains less celebrated than other classics. The film is notable for its effective use of sound and lighting to create a haunting atmosphere. To Have and Have Not, 1944. Directed by Howard Hawks, this romantic war adventure stars Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall in their first on-screen pairing. It is loosely based on Ernest Hemingway's novel of the same name. Set in Vichy-controlled Martinique during World War II, the film follows American expatriate Harry Morgan, Bogart, who is reluctantly drawn into aiding the French resistance. Along the way, he falls for the sultry Maurice Slim Browning, Bacall. Their chemistry is electric, and the film blends romance, action, and political intrigue. While To Have and Have Not is admired for the performances of Bogart and Bacall, it is often overshadowed by their later collaboration in The Big Sleep. The film's sharp dialogue and the palpable chemistry between the leads make it a gem worth revisiting. Lauren Bacall's famous line, "You know how to whistle, don't you, Steve? You just put your lips together and blow," became iconic and catapulted her to stardom. Odd Man Out, 1947. Directed by Carol Reed, this British film noir stars James Mason as Johnny McQueen, an Irish nationalist on the run after a botched robbery. Set in an unnamed Northern Irish city, the film follows Johnny McQueen, who is wounded and hiding from the police after a failed heist. As he wanders through the city's underbelly, he encounters various characters who react to him with fear, compassion, or betrayal. His struggle to survive becomes a poignant exploration of human nature. Odd Man Out is praised for its expressionistic cinematography and Mason's compelling performance. Despite its critical acclaim, it is often overlooked compared to Reed's later films like The Third Man. The film's visual style was influenced by German Expressionism, creating a moody and atmospheric setting. The Ghost and Mrs. Muir, 1947. Directed by Joseph L. Mankiewicz, this romantic fantasy stars Gene Tierney, Rex Harrison, and George Sanders. It is based on the novel by R.A. Dick. Recently widowed Lucy Muir, Tierney, moves into a seaside cottage haunted by the ghost of a sea captain, Daniel Gregg Harrison. Despite their initial antagonism, they form a deep bond and fall in love. Captain Gregg helps Lucy write a successful book, securing her financial independence. Their love story transcends the boundaries of life and death. The Ghost and Mrs. Muir is a beautifully crafted romance with elements of fantasy. The film's touching narrative and strong performances have garnered a dedicated fan base, but it remains underappreciated compared to other romantic classics of the era. The film's ethereal score, composed by Bernard Herrmann, is considered one of his finest works. The Big Clock, 1948. Directed by John Farrow, this film noir stars Ray Milland, Charles Laughton, and Maureen O'Sullivan. It is based on the novel by Kenneth Fearing. George Stroud, Milland, a magazine editor, finds himself framed for the murder of his boss's mistress. As he tries to clear his name, he must outwit his boss, Earl Janoff, Laughton, who controls the investigation. The tension escalates as Stroud races against the clock to prove his innocence. The Big Clock is known for its inventive plot and tight pacing. Despite its critical success, it has not achieved the same level of recognition as other noir films. The film's clever use of suspense and the strong performances make it a standout in the genre. The film was remade in 1987 as No Way Out, starring Kevin Costner and Gene Hackman. They Live by Night, 1948. Directed by Nicholas Ray, this film noir stars Farley Granger and Kathy O'Donnell as two young lovers on the run. Bowie Granger, a young convict, escapes from prison and falls in love with Keechie O'Donnell. As they try to build a life together, they are pursued by the law and Bowie's criminal associates. The film explores their doomed romance and the harsh realities they face. They Live by Night is praised for its sensitive portrayal of its characters and its lyrical visual style. Despite its influence on later films, it remains less known than other entries in the noir genre. The film's focus on young love and its tragic narrative resonate deeply. The film was based on Edward Anderson's novel Thieves Like Us and was remade under the same title by Robert Altman in 1974. Letter from an Unknown Woman, 1948. Directed by Max Ophuls, this romantic drama stars Joan Fontaine and Louis Jordan. It is based on the novella by Stefan Zweig. The film tells the story of Lisa Fontaine, a woman who writes a letter to Stefan Jordan, a concert pianist she has loved from afar since her youth. As Stefan reads the letter, he learns about Lisa's unrequited love, their brief affair, and the sacrifices she made for him. The film's narrative unfolds through Lisa's poignant reflections. Letter from an Unknown Woman is celebrated for its elegant direction, emotional depth, and Fontaine's nuanced performance. Despite its critical acclaim, the film has not gained the widespread recognition it deserves. Its exploration of love and memory is both heartbreaking and beautiful. Max Ophuls is known for his fluid camera movements and intricate mise-en-scene, both of which are showcased brilliantly in this film. The 1940s were a treasure trove of cinematic masterpieces, many of which remain underappreciated today. These 10 underrated films offer a glimpse into the rich diversity and innovation of the era, each bringing something unique to the table. By revisiting these hidden gems, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the artistry and storytelling that defined this golden age of cinema. Thank you for tuning into Hollywood Secrets. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of cinema. See you in the next episode.